If you are a working mom who's thinking about homeschooling, this video is going to help you save so much time and energy. I'm going to share with you the one critical decision that you need to make when you're starting your family's homeschool journey. Because when this decision isn't clear, everything else feels harder than it needs to. So lock in with me so I can help you make sure your homeschool plans don't fall apart before they even start. Let's do this. If we haven't met yet, I'm Elan. I'm a working homeschool mom of two, and today I want to help you protect yourself from wasting precious time and energy as you homeschool your kids. So let's start here. All moms have so much going on. It doesn't matter who you are. We have our careers, we have our families, we have our households, on and on and on. And then when we add homeschooling on top of that, it can truly feel a little overwhelming if you approach things the wrong way, because it's not all about trying harder or being more organized, although those things are great. The real culprit that derails your homeschool plans, often before we can even get started good, is that you built them without clarity and personalization for your family in your family's current season. And there are two ways that you might have gone wrong with this. Now, the first is that maybe you never even gave any thought to personalizing homeschooling for your family. And of course, we'll talk about that today, right? But the other way you might have gone wrong is that you tried to model your family's homeschool on someone else's version of homeschooling. Because of course, that's never going to work. And here's why. That other family is not your family. That mom doesn't have your career. Those kids don't learn in the same way that your child does. And those parents don't have the same level of expectations for their homeschool experience that you and your spouse might. So forget them, right? Let's talk through how to personalize things for your family's needs. Now, the first question that you need to ask yourself is, what makes sense for our family right now? And don't think too far into the future. We're talking about this current season of your life. And what will happen is that this question becomes your filter for the homeschool decisions that you need to make. It helps you decide what matters and what doesn't. It helps you decide what gets your energy and what you can say no to. And it helps you better understand what fits your lifestyle right now and what maybe you should table for later. Because at the end of the day, you have a lot of daily decisions that you have to make regarding your family. Every mom does. But in the homeschool world, establishing what makes sense for your family right now will bring you clarity and it will lighten your mental load. And here's why. Because when you're clear on what makes sense for your family at this time, you stop trying to do all the things. So for example, Mondays might be a really meeting heavy day for you. So that means that the cool nature group that you found on the internet, it might not be an option right now for your kids. And instead of trying to force it and in turn driving yourself insane because you know that another family is enrolled, you can find your kid a cool online class on Mondays. And then you can try to find the nature club, the one that meets in person, on another day that works better for your schedule. Now, in this example, what makes sense for your family right now is you, mom, being able to lock in on those busy days with work so that you can plan those in-person activities for the kids on your lighter work days. Or here's another example. So your child is a hands-on learner. So instead of trying to force them to use that math curriculum that was recommended maybe by another mom in your homeschool group, instead, you put together some really fun hands-on activities that you're able to do with your child for 15 to 20 minutes every day. Because I promise you, as a hands-on learner, this approach is going to have way more impact on your child than worksheets ever will. So in this example, you're meeting your child where they are instead of trying to force them to learn in ways that they're not as well suited. There will be other seasons where they can get more written math work done. But for now, it's important for them to truly understand the fundamentals, right? And so in this case, that will happen more efficiently with hands-on learning. So are you seeing how this works? Now, determining what makes sense for your family in your current season is a must do for your sanity and to ensure that you and your family don't burn out by trying to do too much at once. So once that decision is clear, the next struggle a lot of working homeschool moms face is time. How do you juggle your schedule and the kids' homeschool schedule? Because honestly, even with the clarity that we established today, there are so many moms who are still trying to force homeschooling into traditional school schedules that will keep you in this crazy busy cycle. So if that sounds like you, I want you to check out this next video so that I can help you break free from that. I'll see you over there.